So this is my NXT review of Gold Rush Week 2, which where you had both of the Evolve Championships getting defended and both champions retaining. Kendall Gray retained her championship. Crowd was really hot for her, and I think Jackson Drake was the other one who retained his championship. I think it was against I think that Sean guy. I don't remember. Other than that, you had a shock victory of Miles Bone over Trick Williams. I think Trick Williams is right now in his phase of where I think he's going to lose to all the upcoming stars that Sean wants to push towards the mid card or the main event upper mid card level. So I think this is kind of like Trick's farewell party. You also had after the match, you know, you had Dark State who were going to jump Miles Bone, and he was standing there like a stupid person. He could have just left, but then Javon Evans, Leon Slater, and Joe Hendry come out to save him, and that's how NXT Gold Rush ended. You also had John Cena announcing the all the members who are going to take part in both men's and women's Iron Survivor. I hope this concept gets introduced on the main roster, though I have seen unique concepts that are introduced on NXT never really go to the main roster. Only War Games has. Apart from that, maybe they don't find it that marketable, especially now in the TKO era. But I think the Iron Survivor can be something, and especially that Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament. I think that can be gold as well. Like they literally have pay per views of King and Queen of the Ring. Like you can have pay per views where maybe Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals takes place, and the pay per view is based on that only. You can do that as well. You had Fallon Henley becoming the new speed champion because it went to sudden death, which is, kind of like funny and ironic where a championship where everything is about time limits. The champion is decided because the time limit gets exceeded, and rather than introducing a new time limit, you just make it a normal match. So Fallon Henley won because Laney Reed kind of distracted um, Zarya by pulling Fallon down, and then Fallon won. So finally, Fallon is a singles champion again, and though it is kind of sad that she went from being the North American Women's Champion, JC Jane having her twist of fate, becoming the main lead, and now Fallon is the Speed Women's Champion, and maybe we'll see Laney winning a title as well. But no, I think Laney is probably going to be the henchman for now because she's just come up from Evolve. She's in like a main faction, so she needs her time to develop as well. And aside from that, you had a very great Ricky Sainz backstage interview where he was actually kind of unsure himself, nervous. He kind of he kind of dissected himself from the audience perspective as well. That maybe he is just like a transitional champion. Maybe as he's just a blip on Oba Femi's title reign. That he was more confident last week, but he's not that confident this week. What what will he say to all those naysayers? But at the end, he also like then covered it up, and he was like, "Nah, but I can beat him because if I won't, who will? Like." I will show them that why I deserve to be the NXT champion. So I think it was a really good, and this shows that Ricky Sainz has that it factor where even when he's doing an unsure of himself promo, he can do it in a convincing way where people don't think of him as a weakling who is going to lose. Like his credibility as a champion is not demolished because of that, and I like that side of Ricky Sins whereas he's so bombastic, but he has this side as well, his childhood trauma and everything. So this works as well, and with the hot Sarah Schreiber. So you had that. What else happened on the show? I'm not remembering some things. Yeah, you had Izzy doing a backstage, vignette where she was just saying that I'm doing all of this wasting all this production money just to tell you the reason next week, Tatum. and stop crying like a whiny bitch like you always do. That was her message. So we're gonna get some stuff next week as well. You had Lei Ying Lee, the former, I don't know what was her name in WWE, but she used to swing a sword, samurai type. She won the title in a triple threat against Jordan Grace and Kalani Jordan. Two of them, ex WWE, like not ex, one ex TNA, one ex WWE in Jordan and Lei Ying Lee. You had Kalani, Jordan hitting her finisher on Kalani, then Lei Ying Lee hitting her, I think, with a kick, then throwing her out and pinning Kelani Jordan. So yeah, you can say the win was kind of like, she's still from TNA. We got to like cushion the blow on our NXT stars. But like Lei Ying Lee was released by WWE, went to make a name for herself in TNA and won the TNA championship on a WWE show. Which is I'm happy for her, but it's just like too much to jumble and too much to jumble, but congratulations to her. She deserves this because I think she got injured in between too, where things were going well for her and it kind of like derailed her a little bit, but I'm happy for her. So yeah, that was my review of NXT Gold Rush. What do you think about the show? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is ShabBazar is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which can help you make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for today. So thank you, goodbye, alvida.